Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Good afternoon from here. Good morning, good day from wherever you're watching from. I appreciate you. Good, everything. Welcome. Welcome if you're on Facebook, you just joined in. I appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you, everybody. Please share this. Share with as many people as possible. I don't think it's possible to share on. Maybe it is actually. If it's possible on Instagram, it should be. Please do so if you can. Thank you. Welcome. Today is Paul Eneche. So moved on from Adeboye. Seriously, Adeboye was doing my head in. It was just too much manipulation. Hello, Mary. Welcome. Thank you. Hello, Babalola. Welcome. Nade Juma. Welcome. Hi, Sheyi. Welcome. Omoye. Hello, Lai. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Adewale. Welcome. Thank you. Damilola. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. Who else do I have here? Ovi. Prince, welcome. Omonike, welcome. Hi, Grace. Kenny Toby, welcome. Atoyin, welcome. Mount Zion, Oreoluwa, Obadare, welcome. Thank you very much. Olawumi, thank you on Instagram. Achievers House of Ent, welcome. Achievers House of Entertainment, welcome. Right, guys, I appreciate you all. Welcome. Today, we are finally doing an analysis on Paul Eneche and his angry dome of doom. I mean, I call it dome of doom because it is doomed to do. It is the D is too much. It is doomed to. It is doomed to doom. It is doomed to dome or whatever. Seriously, the whole thing is a big fat shame. And this guy should be ashamed of himself. It's all a vanity project. What is he doing? 100,000 capacity seater. Okay, whatever. Why would you be so happy about getting people to come and sit and listen to you in this day and age? You're not building a large capacity hospital to help the people that are sick. You're not building a research center to do researches. You're just building it on, I mean, I can't even. What is he even building it on? On what basis? You can't lie anymore. It's not like God. We don't need you. We don't. We have God in us. So it's not God. It's a vanity project. I mean, does anybody know why this guy embarked on this other than to scam people? If you have any other reason or any other reasons why he would think that 100,000 capacity seater church or Doom of Dome, Coven, would be a good idea. If you know, please let me know. Other than the fact that is a business empire to scam people, what else would you think that this would glorify God? How does this building glorify God? I want to know because I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of any reason how it will glorify God. This is a vanity project. It's something that you do for yourself. It's like saying that me wearing makeup and wearing lipstick is going to glorify God. It's for my own. It's for my own self. That's what I do. I want to do that. I would own that. But don't start making it out like it's God's. The whole thing is just, it beggars belief. And I'm going to show the video. I'm sure you've all seen it. You're tired of it. I decided to show it, to wait until everyone is calm with it and then come up with it. I just like controversy like that, I just like stuff like that. So without further ado, I'm going to show you the video and other things. These people are just vain. Vanity upon vanity upon vanity. All right? That is what it is. Vanity upon vanity. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Ambrose. I appreciate you. Greetings to you all. Thank you. For those who I haven't mentioned their name, I appreciate you. Candy says, Pollinator, I know the queen is coming for you. Doomsday doom ass is such a dingbat. Seriously, I've never seen such dingbats. So I wrote it in my little comments today when I post the banner of the topic today. And I wrote that once upon a time, there was a man called Paul Eneche, and this man, he was trained as a doctor. He went to school as a doctor, and then he decided to build a dome. Okay, and he decided to build a dome for his own private pocket, for his own greed, and also to voluntary slaves. There's some slaves that they just want to remain a slave. Because if you don't want to remain a slave, there's no reason why you should these days. Jesus has already risen and Jesus has already died for you. There's no need for you to remain a slave anymore. But for some people, it is they volunteer to be slaves. It's almost like they feel like they need to do this. They need to be a slave. And the right word is willing slave. So willing slave. That's what the people that are going to sit in this 100,000 seaters capacity they are willing slave. And please deliver yourself from willingly being a slave. You're not a slave unless you're willing. There is no slavery anymore. Jesus has risen. Jesus has died for you. There's no reason for you to be a slave anymore. You shouldn't be a slave anymore. You must not be a slave anymore. But if you will, you are a willing slave. Willing. There's a big difference, okay? So for those who are a willing slave that he's built his capacity to fleece, I feel sorry for you, but you don't have to. I don't have to, and you don't have to remain a slave. That's all I can say. You don't have to remain a slave. Not this day and age. Information is out there. There are lots of informations out there to help you. So I wrote this that, once upon a time, and the story just started. So Paul, let me just tell you, see, the story of your doom's dome, or dome, is either way is doomed, okay? It's just started. You haven't seen anything yet. It just begun. I mean, what sense? Sometimes when they tell me that some of you are doctors, both you and your wife, you're both doctors, I'm just thinking, really? Doctors, quack doctors. You must be quack doctors, number one, because you're not using your brain. You didn't even build what you're specialized in. First, guys, I want to talk about something. A lot of these people, they would say that God called them. So whenever they have a profession, or, they go to school for something, they'll come back and then say, oh, God called them into ministry. God called them to do this. It's embarrassing. Stop it. You're not fooling anybody by saying that, oh, God called you. So God did not call you to go and study, to go and develop yourself. God called you to go and tell other people, to fleece other people. Listen, we're all called. We're all ministers of God. We should all be responsible for telling people about God. But for you to make it your job, your trade, and not have an education, not have something to contribute to society, and say that God called you, you're a scammer. And there are many of you, and I believe, this is my own theory, okay? I believe that most of them are failures. You don't have to remain failures. Lack of better words, that's why I'm using these words, okay? They are failures. You will find that a lot of these people that comes out and they say they are pastors or they're ministers, they probably didn't do very well in their profession or in their education. And they thought, and also, if they didn't do very well, that may be possible. And then there might be that they want power. They like power. They like people to say sa sa sa, mama mama, to them. They like that. Another reason that I think that they do this is my reason. You can put your reason down if you think they have other reasons. If not, we can go with what they say already. Another reason is that they are greedy. They want money. Okay, they want power, they want money. Another reason that I suspect also is that they don't want anybody to question them, because they know that Africans, and I mean especially Africans, even Americans, even Europeans as well, they know that you won't question them. People that you will notice most pastors don't like you to question them. They almost feel, or preachers or GOs or whatever they are, they almost feel like it's an abomination for you to question them, to look at them in the eyes and say, why are you doing this? Why, what's going on here? They can't take it. And people like that, you will find them gravitate towards, God called me to be a minister, because they don't want you to question them. They don't want you to say anything. And as soon as they say, God called me to do this, or God told me to do this, they know that you just suspend your brain. Enough is enough. For all of you, or all of you dingbats that are out there that are aspiring to be pastors, and people carrying your bag, people carrying your Bible, people standing up for you and saying, we don't need you anymore, okay? you're going to become obsolete, because all of us, yeah, we're going to flood the market. We can read, all right, and we can reason. God has given us sound mind. We are going to flood the internet, the market. We're going to flood the world, really. And we're going to start telling people and questioning you. We're going to look at you eyeball to eyeball like this. Question what you say. If you mention God to us, we would also tell you that we have God inside of us already. You can't just tell us anything. You can't just open your mouth and say, oh, you're a man of God or you're a woman of God. I want to know if you're a man of God, a woman of God, by your fruits. And not by the capacity of seats that people sit down and listen to you, the Dirins and willing slave sit down and listen to you. I'm not talking about willing slaves that are sitting down and listen to you. I'm talking about the changes that you make in society, the difference, how you eradicate things that are problems in society. That's what I want to know. How we elevate people. Not just, oh, I told them about the word. I invited this person into church. I told them about the word of God, blah, blah, blah. That is not going to suffice anymore. It's not enough for you to say that. Or, how many people did you, what's this, convert to Christianity? Stop the cock and bull. People stay in their house. They have an encounter with God and they're converted. Okay? People are in prison and they're converted. Not by you or by anything. All right? You could be anything. So stop with the cock and bull. All right? So now it's enough. We've had enough. We've seen that you're all vain. Why would Paul Eneche be so upset? Because people are saying that, what did he build these things for? This building for? If this is truly for God and it is God's, it's what you do, not out of vanity, but you see a good reason. Explain your reason. Why are you so angry? Why are you swearing and saying all sorts of things and cursing people because they don't agree with you? Even people that don't agree with Jesus Christ, Jesus did not curse them. Jesus did not do anything. Jesus even said, forgive them both, for they don't know what they're doing. And then you come along and you said, God called you. You are a servant of God. And what did you do? You start to say all sorts of things. You start to say, oh, people are nonsense and this and that. For what? For what? Because they disagree with you because you have a dome of doom. That dome is going to be doomed. Guarantee. It's going to be it's bricks and mortar. That building is not going to be there. I'm telling you, it's not even going to be there in 50 years time, let alone 100 years time. What is going to be your legacy? Okay, yeah, Guinness Book of Record in 2018, a dingbat opened 100 people capacity dome. For what? The generations to come are just going to laugh at you and say, oh, these people in this Eneche is so stupid in his generation. Such a dingbat. He didn't build capacity to help people, to elevate poverty. He didn't build a greenhouse so that they can build new plants. They can look for medicines. They can research center where they can look for medicines to help people. Even being a doctor himself, he built a dome of doom so that he can scam more people. You're disgusting. You're not using your sound mind. Use the sound mind that God has given you. Don't be an idiot. Okay? So, we're going to watch this video now and then we are going to discuss it. I really need you guys to share your thoughts and probably a message as well. Wow, Victor is everywhere. Victor is on Facebook and on Instagram. Well done, Victor. Anyway, so let's have a look now. Sheyi Odetola says that this guy's greedy pastor grieve my spirit, but my desire is to see Nigeria come to the. Ooh, I have to read it somewhere. I can't see it. Oh, sorry, I can't finish that. My desire is to see Nigerians. Okay. All right, I can't see that comment. They move so fast. But anyway, you're right. He is a greedy pastor. They're all greedy dingbats. Okay, so let's have a look at the video. If I can get that video. Ooh, that's not the video. Bear with me. Here we are. Here we go. So I'm playing Summer's video. So Summer, thank you very much for the job well done. So this is Summer Aku's video. I couldn't find this video on its own, so I'm choosing to use Summer Aku's video to do the analysis. Okay, Summer, I appreciate you. Summer is on YouTube, so check her out as well. I think she's got Facebook as well. Summer Aku's video. Here we go.
Significant, infinitesimal, microscopic, statistical piece of materials that are only relevant for census purposes, who only hang on the internet to talk against people. They have not achieved anything, will never achieve anything for life, will be remembered for nothing. They say, why do you build a big church and not build factory? We are paying so many people on payroll. Over 5,000 to 10,000 people worked on this structure. They receive their salaries and earn their living. But I have bad news for that devil. You have seen nothing yet. You have seen nothing yet. Get ready for heart attack. Devil and your host.
Oh my God. You know, this guy is something else. I mean, can you even believe that this one went to school? Now, well, that's number one. Number two, can you also believe that this guy is from God? That if Paul, think about this. Let's think about this clearly. Imagine if a non-Christian is passing by, and this is where I need to call Funke Felix Adejumo. Funke seems to think that the people on the internet that are asking valid questions and questioning them and saying that they are not God and they're not our God and personal savior, they're just human like us, seem to think that they're the one that are putting the church into disrepute. You know, what do you say, Funke, to what Paul is doing right now and what he's saying? Imagine somebody is outside and wants to be a Christian, or is just hearing this and they mention Christ to them. And then this video comes on. I said, oh, who is this guy? Oh, this is one of the biggest so-called Church of God ministers in Africa. And then said, oh, let me listen to him. And on first listening, wow, you already have a caller. Wow, you guys are not joking, are you, today? You already have a caller. Bear with me. The speaker is not ready, so hold on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello. Oh, it's not going on the speaker. Good afternoon. Okay, hold on, please. Hold on. I need it to go on the speaker. Okay. Okay. Hello, Prince Abiodun.
Hello, Maiwa.
Hello, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is very interesting. I love this. I mean, number one, I know these are the questions that we can never get an answer to it because we've raised a lot of questions which we never get an answer, which none of them has come out to give us the reason they are doing what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, number one, I want us to ask Eneche to give us the breakdown of how many people that are working in that church.
Yes.
To bring out a spreadsheet for that, to show us exactly how many people are working in that church and how much they are being paid every month. Maybe it's the same amount that is getting for salary as a pastor.
Okay.
That is one. Number two is, nobody knows me.
Yes.
But I'm a pastor in my house. I pastor my wife and I pastor my children, right? And the whole world doesn't know me. I've been known for nothing, right? But he, Eneche, is known for something, right?
Yes.
He's known to be an arm robber. He's known to be a thief.
Yep.
Isn't that a disgrace for his children? Am I not? No. For real, am I not better off somebody that is known for an armed robber? Is it not even better for nobody?
Anini is known. Anini is known. Itla is known. So what's the knowing being known? I don't understand.
That is exactly the point. That's where I'm coming from. My wife. Anini, did he have children? Did he have wife?
Yeah.
Can any one of them ever come out and raise their hand that, oh, Anini used to be my dad?
Nope.
Anini used to be my husband. That
nope.
is what he's going to be known for. At the end of the day, that is what he's going to be known for. His children will never come out, raise up their hand and say, oh, Eneche is my father.
Yep.
Or the wife will ever come out and raise up his hand, oh, Eneche used to be my husband. That is where he's going. Leave him alone. I mean, that pride will lead him into destruction. They are telling them now they don't want to listen.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you very much.
I appreciate your call. Thank you. Yes, question for you, Eneche, Paul Eneche. Somebody, you said that you hired 10,000 people. You've hired over 10,000 people. First of all, I know that that's a false economy. You're building a false economy. You hire 10,000 people to do work that is not needed. Okay? To do what? To sweep a building that is not needed. It's not like you hired 10,000 people that are doing researches and changing lives. So 10,000 people, they're probably sweeping, cleaning. What else are they doing there? You know, this is why, to me, I don't understand why people say that these people are educated. They're not educated. You're just passed through the school system. They did not get the education that they're supposed to get. And even now, while they are deluding other people, they are deluding themselves. If you hire 10,000 people and you're paying them false economy, even if you're paying them, let's say you're giving them 50,000 naira every month, which I know that you're not. And as Prince Abiodun has mentioned, please give us a breakdown of the people working in the church. Give us the salary that you're giving them, their duties and responsibility. You can't just create fictitious roles that are not doing anything for society and say that you are hiring 10,000 people. It's like you're putting 10,000 people into a slave camp. And then you're saying that, oh, I'm feeding them. Okay, you're feeding slaves, but you're not allowing those slaves to go out and do the work of God and the things that they're supposed to do. You're not allowing those slaves to go and fulfill their purpose. You are worse than Lucifer. You're worse than Satan. You're a distractor. You're putting them to drift. These people are drifting in life. Because if they're working in this building, there might be great scientists in that building that are working. They might be, and they're pretending and believing that they're working for God. There might be great researchers, people with a solution to cancer, people with solution to HIV, people with solution with to poverty itself, people with solution to hunger, people with solution with climate problems. Then you put them there, well, they're sweeping, they're cleaning the toilets, they're welcoming people. Bullshit! Don't you have any sense? And then you start talking, yeah, they are in this, with all this rubbish grammar. What is this? You are not representing God well. You're not representing God at all. What is this? It's not of God. Say that I want to do something in my life. And I feel like if I build this, it will make me great. But I realize that, I'm sorry, it's not going to make me great at all. You know, people, that's not what people need. It is acceptable. You're human and you're valuable. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Maiwa.
Hello.
Sorry.
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Babalola Lawrence calling.
Hello, Babalola. Share your thoughts, please.
I'm fine. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to talk to that guy, Eneche.
Eneche.
Yes, I don't even care what his name is. Where is it from? But what I want to ask him is, how many people working in that dome, in that shrine? How many people are they paying? How many people are living in Africa? How many people are living in Nigeria? So how many people how many people benefit from that church and from what they are doing there? And how many people can he estimate for us in Africa that he has favored from that motherfucker's building they put there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or this hungry is too much. I'm feeling it here. I'm okay here. I'm eating. I'm satisfied, but I'm not happy. There is no day I will wake up. I see my family over there. I take a look at my friends over there, or my brothers. I be happy. But all my people there, they are suffering. The suffering is too much. The suffering is too much. And what causes all this suffering is church. Their pastors, if they Buhari is anything. Our pastors, any problem in Nigeria. They are giving us a lot of problems in Africa. Mostly, listen to me. I may not go in all these interesting things they are speaking. I don't give a fuck about English.
Yes.
I'm not sorry for that.
Go, man.
But a little, the way I will say it, please, I want the world, the Nigerians, to listen to me, to try to understand me.
Speak it in the language that you can understand. Go on. Speak it in the...
Okay. See, I travel. I may not be a rich boy, I'm a poor boy. I travel a lot. I see that there is nothing in church. There is no prayer that can be accepted in church except you pray for yourself and you have a great heart. And you can be able to touch another human being on earth in one way or the other. Everything is not money. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not money again and again. It may be only advice. It may be only a little thing that, because the best thing in life cannot be buy with money. The best thing, the most important thing in life can never be buy with money. So what the fuck about money? They will be putting all this strategy down to achieve something, to become someone in life, to have power, to become a great man on earth, but in a very funny way that is going to affect the humanity. When they see us, they say this one he used tattoo, he plays here, he's a bad boy, he's an artist, he's not a child of God. That's what you put all those things to most people in the world, which is not supposed to be like that. So they will be looking for human beings, they will hate them. No, these are evil, these are witch, these are wizard. No, there is nothing like that here. I thank God where you are. There is nothing like that here. Even though it's someone that is evil, close to him, talk to him, let him understand the life. This is evil you are doing. It will change. Not that you will say, condemn people, or those people, they don't follow Jesus Christ, so they are going to. No. Even if they don't follow Jesus Christ, let them understand that follow this the way. Follow the way. Don't condemn them. No. We don't need it. And don't use brain. That's why on in everything I do, I put it there. We hate cheating. I hate cheating in my life. So all those pastors, they are cheating us. 100%. The problem we are facing in Nigeria is not government. I'm telling you, it's not our leaders. They are one coach. Yes, we know them. All of them, they are coach. But this is you know what? You know the gimmick. You know the trick. The trick is that the pastor is controlling our country. Why is that? Let me explain for you.
Good.
My brothers and my sisters and my daddy. This is the way. Okay, when a powerful man, he's not a pastor, but he has money, he's rich. Who can such person listen to in the world? He may not listen to you, Mayowa, but if you go to any pastor, due to the fear, to the respect, to the high, I pray that they put us on to that. Okay, this is what I want to go and meet now. Is the man of God? Is somebody that you have to be honored? So whenever you get there, if you are a president, Mayowa, all my people, you will come down. Even whatever he tell you, you will make use of it because they tell you it's from God. So that is just the trick. That's why our Nigerians, we are facing problem in Nigeria, and we are still poor. And if the right person and the right thing is not taken, understand, Nigeria is going to suffer more than 50 years again before you can achieve anything. So where will I be by then? Where will you be by then? Do you think tomorrow promise anybody? No, my dear. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
All right.
Man. Wow. Temitope it doesn't have time for your rubbish, Eneche. Temitope is telling you as it is. You see, young man, common sense eludes you. Wake up, Eneche. You're a nuisance for what you did. I mean, you could have just kept your mouth shut. Yes, you've got your Guinness Book of Record. Take that to heaven. Take the Guinness Book of Record to heaven. Jesus said, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. In the same place where you're building the glory dome or the dome of doom, let's take our glory there. The dome of doom that you're building, in the same country, that place, People are in poverty. Is a poverty capital. In 2018, when you build that, is the same year that country slumped into the poverty capital, and you spend billions of dollars in order to build that nonsense. And your common sense is no guilty conscience. You're building Sodom and Gomorrah again. That is what you're building. That is what is going to cause for you. You see, you just bought yourself heart attack. You that saying people are going to die of heart attack. Who's the one shouting? You're the one that is shouting. We will say our bit and we get on our own way. You're the one that is going to try and keep up with the Joneses. And your brothers and sisters cabals, the cabal network, the charlatans, the religious charlatans, they will try to overdo you. So they will start to say, okay, I want to build 101 and a half. Yeah, 101 and a half peak capacity church. Another one will come, I'll be the 108. I'll be the 110. You're all nuisance. You're just going to be running helter-skelter in the world. Continue. We just sit down here, jeje, mind our own business. Our business is God's business, not a vanity business. Let's continue with this analysis, guys. Dingbats. Dingbats is running helter-skelter. So today's topic, you've seen it there. Oh, there's somebody else. We have another caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, this is Solomon.
Hello, Solomon. Good afternoon.
How you doing, my sister?
I'm fine, thank you. Mm-hmm.
You see, this thing is so frustrating, you know. It's just so sad that our people back in Nigeria still don't get it. Mm-hmm. And I know the reason is because of the power of lack of information, because of electricity and internet. You know, but many of my friends, many of the people I know that I've talked to over the years, telling them this truth. You know, what I've decided, like now it's Christmas time, right? I am, by God's grace, you know, like many of us overseas, we're going to be reaching out to people back home. But my basis of reaching out to people right now in Nigeria, or people I know, is I always ask them one question. Do you still pay tithe? If the answer is yes, what about street faith? You still believe in that? Yes. Guess what? No. I'm not giving my money. It's just that I don't help people that pay tithe, because your papa told us that those of us who don't pay tithe, we can never experience financial blessings. So those of you who pay tithe, that you're going to flourish. So if you're going to flourish, why should I be giving
Why
you money?
Why are you still begging? Why are you still in debt?
Yes. So when I ask some of them, do you still pay tithe? They say, oh, yes, I still pay tithe. Oh, really? Oh, that means you don't have financial problem. And you know how they go now? They want to claim faith. Oh, yes, I don't have financial problem. Okay? So you don't need me. I'm not going to reach out to you because I'm not a tither. I'm not going to give you money. Then at the end of the day, you're going to take part of the money I worked out for to go and pay tithe. I don't know if you saw a video long time ago. It was a lady, I think in the US or so. She sent money to her sister. Okay?
Yes.
She's a member.
Yes, I saw it. Of Redeem. Yeah, for a shop or something.
She now went and used the money to do going.
Yeah.
So she made a video asking her people, please return my money back.
Yes, I saw that.
In Nigeria, there are two kinds of slave masters. You have people, the politicians, who are enslaving the people, and you have the pastors who are also enslaving the people. And it's so sad that these people, their eyes are not open. It's so frustrating. Sometimes it gets me really, really angry. For how long, with all what we've been doing, look at what you are doing, look at what that the president is doing, Pastor Sonny is doing, and some other people, and yet people still don't get it. And they see us as we are anti-Christian. We are anti-Christians. And what is our goal? Our goal is so simple. Our goal is this: having Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, knowing Him, having a personal relationship with Him.
No transaction. No transaction.
Money. God does not need your money to be blessed. If you want to give to God, help the poor. Simple. What is wrong with that? You know, the call to be a pastor is not does not come for life of flamboyancy, where you have to live extravagant. No. Even if you have the money as a pastor, even if you have excess money, you're supposed to use that money to help the poor. That's why you look, when you see the Catholic Church bishop and the Pope, right? You see how they live modestly, even with kind of money they have. And honestly speaking, let me ask you a question. If you bring out Pentecostal people and what's it called, the name of this church, Jehovah's Witnesses who actually portray the life of a Christian. Even though I don't agree with that their doctrine, but if you see the Jehovah's Witness people, they are so modern.
I don't. You know what? I don't really think that there's a modesty. I think it's too easy to see what people are like meek or somebody that is pretending like Adeboye, and you say that they are Christian. Don't go by that at all. These people are not Christians, obviously. Because even if their doctrine is not right, just by them pretending doesn't mean that they're Christians. But it's too ambiguous. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Not that, like I said.
Yeah.
It's just that if you look at their life, they look so simple, right? Even though I agree with what you're saying, But it's just so sad with what is going on in Nigeria. It's so frustrating. I'm so tired. I get angry. Sometimes on Facebook, you try to talk and people will just be bashing you.
Yeah. I'm immune to being bashed. So, I tell everybody, train yourself. All the bashing should not shut you up.
And one thing again, I really thank God that I came to the US. But before I came, it was when I came to the US 9 years ago that I started noticing that some of these things are wrong. Even though I do not have scriptural backing. Until I met Pastor Sunday, right? An authority in the field who came out and validate what I've been thinking. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that means all I've been thinking all the while was correct. You understand?
Yes.
It's sad. And I applaud those Nigerians that are back home, those who have not traveled, but for somehow they happen to know this truth. I give them credit. I give them credit.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. Okay.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Let's go to this. Let's go back to this video. Eneche is crying like a baby.
I heard some very highly irrelevant, insignificant, infinitesimal, microscopic, statistical piece of materials that are only relevant for census purposes.
Hey! Oh, this guy, Eneche, why have you gone crazy over people don't like your dome idea? They don't want their dome of doom. Okay? People need work, real work that is significant, not false economy. Why is this so angry? Anybody out there? If people, not everybody is going to like what you do. Your master is Almighty God. You shouldn't have to answer to any of us or anybody if it's truly a project that you did for God. The only audience that you have in nature is Almighty God. Why are you so hurt? Why are you so burnt? Because you don't have people in mind. You have the Guinness Book of Record in mind, and you got your Guinness Book of Record accolade. Well done. I hope it satisfies your soul. Your soul would never be satisfied, especially when you're putting other people down. You're never going to be satisfied. Take that. It's a simple universal law. While you are enslaving people and you're creating false economy, you will never be satisfied. You will live in tons. That's what you will live in. Nigeria currently for you is going to be tons. It's going to be tons on your flesh. This dome is going to be a thorn on your flesh. Because it doesn't make you're not making any sense. So what if people don't like what you do? If it's for God. If you do it for God, then let God be happy with you. Why are you complaining? We have a caller. Hello, caller.
Hi, Maya.
Hello, Wura. Welcome.
Hi, Maya. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Please, I just want to quickly contribute. I'm actually in the office, but I had to leave.
Okay.
I had to get to a safe space to speak. Now, first and foremost, right?
Yes.
Let's look at this for Eneche. Let's analyze it in a very simple way. If a medical doctor, he claims to be a medical doctor, right?
Yes.
If a medical doctor prioritizes building a vein property,
yes,
right? A vein building,
yes,
over developing, over creating innovation,
yes, even in his field.
Is that not worrying?
It is very worrying.
In the whole of Nigeria, right? I go to Nigeria, in the whole of Nigeria, we don't have a world-class hospital. Quote me anyway on that. Not even the IVF treatment they say they are doing, the fertility treatment they are doing. They world-class standard hospital. We don't have private, we don't have missionary type, we don't even have a government hospital, right, that can meet a world-class innovation. Now, let's look at it another way. If all these guys are sick, including Eneche, they all fly abroad, right? They fly abroad for, hello?
And yes, for treatment. We're hearing you.
Now, they fly abroad for treatment. Now, Mayowa, we live in the UK, isn't it?
Yes.
In the whole of Eneche, I live in Scotland, in the whole of Eneche, young Nigerian doctors, Nigerian surgeons, they are filled in the NHS. As a matter of fact, NHS now has incentive to attract private, to attract foreign doctors, specifically Nigerian doctors. Do you know that NHS actually goes to Nigeria to pitch to have doctors, to pitch to have young doctors come over to the UK with a waiver visa? I used to work in the NHS, and I still have a contract in the NHS, and I know that happens every time. Right?
Yeah.
Now you have a medical doctor who does not see a reason to develop medical science in Nigeria. The doctors who are treating these guys abroad, they're young chaps. We have a lot of brain drain. Our medical service is crippled because we have young guys who do not have prospects. Who come up, they will do anything to come abroad just to have a better medical life experience. And the nature thinks building 100,000 seater is the best thing that can happen in Nigeria. Ordinary Panadol in Nigeria, you have to think twice before buying it.
Exactly.
In case you buy a medication. That is ordinary Panadol. I was in Nigeria last year, right? And I had malaria. I got malaria. Do you know that for me to get just ordinary, just for me to get just malaria tablets, I had to walk into the British Embassy and ask for specific chemists or pharmacies that they can recommend to me so that I don't end up taking the wrong medication. And that's appalling to me. And these guys are sitting there. Even the people who are supporting them, I don't know the kind of sawdust they poured in their brain. They sit down, they cannot build humans. Nigerians, an average Nigerian is innovative. They just need someone just to push them up or just to lift their hands. In that doom that he has built, I am very, very confident that among the youth who are there, we have medical students.
Yeah.
We have pharmacists.
Yeah.
They have nurses there. You're not encouraging them. You can even mentor them. But I mean, I honestly don't get my head around the whole thing. And for him to open his mouth and be telling us we are irrelevant, I am bloody relevant. I'm sorry.
If we're irrelevant, how did he come across irrelevant people to be speaking about irrelevant people? I mean, he's already negated that. It's just a nuisance.
You know, well, we're all pastors. Nobody should come and fool us and be telling us, I heard from God. Because, you know, in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, even here in the diaspora, all these filthy suit pastors, all they sit down to say is, oh, I heard from God. When did God speak to them? Where? Which God spoke to them? Is it the small letter G God or the big letter or the capital letter G God? How can God tell you to go and build a 100,000 capacity when Nigeria is swimming in poverty?
Can you imagine? The
whole
thing is crazy.
Nigeria is actually swimming in poverty. Maternal health is rubbish in Nigeria. I did a major project in Nigeria, a billion project. Anybody can go and Google it. That project worked so well in Ondo State. Do you know now that project has been crippled? Because the new governor who is there does not see a reason for it.
Wow.
They're not paying through their nose for it. People are see when we do that project, please go and Google it. I will write the name on the trend once I finish calling. A bigger project is in Ondo State. It was done during Mimiko's time, right? It was part of the MDG project, right? Do you know that in Ondo State, let me use Ondo State as a case study. Women were dying. Pregnant women were dying just because some of them died because of just ordinary hemorrhage. That's what was killing people. That was all. Avoidable deaths. Children are dying because they give them expired vaccine. So someone like Eneche, there is nothing stopping these guys from investing, particularly this stupid Eneche. There's nothing stopping him from investing in medical science. If he had built that dome and he has made it a medical ground where they are treating people and at the same time encouraging young doctors and pharmacists to become innovative. For crying out loud, I'm sure Nigeria will be turning around. But instead, they're investing in vain things. And you know what even got me in the whole doom thing? It was the fact that all those who ruined Nigeria, both religiously and politically and socially, economically, they all gathered to come and cut state.
Yes, they attended. And no one can tell him the truth. You see, this is the wickedness that there is in Nigeria. This is the part of the wickedness. You know, we have a big problem.
Oyedepo, who built 50,000 seaters, please, what has been the value of that 50,000?
Exactly.
What is his name? Osibajo, who is the vice president of Nigeria. He is a son, senior advocate of Nigeria, a lawyer, someone who is well traveled. And they all sat there, they all gathered themselves together. They sat there. You know, sometimes I don't blame the politicians. I actually blame the people the so-called religious leaders. Because if the religious leaders are telling lies and they're doing dumb, they're investing wrongly, why won't politicians follow suit? And there are people in his church. I am sure there are people in his church who probably cannot even afford just mere maybe 500 naira or 1,000 naira to just buy medication. There are people in the church like that. There are people who cannot even check their blood pressure because they can't afford it. Because in Nigeria, everything in Nigeria needs money. As a matter of fact, you know, we're doing the ABA project for us to gather data. Do you know in the so-called hospitals that were in Ondo State, they don't have a record. You know, like in Eneche, when you register with the NHS, they have your medical record.
Yeah.
There was no medical record anyway. And Eneche cannot tell me he's deaf and dumb to that. Being a medical doctor. So, people really need to start thinking. And I can bet you with time, all these guys, they will be stoning them on the streets.
Yeah.
They will stone them and stone their families.
Thank you, Wura.
Thank you, Mayora.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. Wow, guys. I know that you guys are very angry with this doom of doom, but you don't need to be angry. It's not anger that we're going to solve this. You know what we're going to do is we're going to help Eneche out. We're going to write a list of the things that Eneche can do with the amount. I understand that he used 1 trillion naira to build it. It's a $3 billion project, and that probably equates to 1 trillion naira. So what I would like is ideas of what he could have done with that money, and even given the fact that he's already built that dome of doom already, what we could change it to. So maybe he can start considering, or the people that will come after him, because Eneche, either you like it or not, you're going to leave this world, okay? You don't even know how long you're going to spend to see this dome of doom crap that you built, and it's not going to last. Your wife looks like a dingbat. I don't think she's going to be able to keep it. Excuse me, it's just my thoughts, okay? I just think she does, because I don't know how these people find each other. They always find perfect partners that will not question them and say, darling, babe, what are you doing? This doesn't make sense. And then you're surrounded by evil people, Eneche. All the Oyedepo, the Adeboye, all of those people that came and they're talking trash with you and praying and saying that they hate you. They don't like you. They're not telling you the truth. Anybody that cannot tell you the truth, they want you to perish. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Because they were not able to tell you, the politicians, all of those people, they don't want your good, okay? So don't be deluded. But for us here, we're going to help you out. We're going to make a list there of the things that you could have done with that, so that you know for the future, for the money that you scam, the money that you stole from people, what you could have done to help the community. So let's say you consider the people in Nigeria that they are willing slaves, and there's nothing you can do about it because they are willing slaves. What you could do is, when you take that money, what you could have done with that money, the 1 trillion naira that you used to build this dome of doom, we will list it for you. So please people, please family, help me to list the different things that Eneche could do. Secondly, it could have done with it instead of building this dome. Secondly, the next thing we want to list is the things that, now that you build the dome as it is now, what are the things that could be done in that dome to help the economy, to generate proper income, not false economy, to generate a good economy, to change the GDP of Nigeria, to elevate poverty in Nigeria. Currently, Nigeria is the poverty capital. So if you've got that dome now, at least that community must enjoy something, not just the false economy of roles and responsibilities that are not needed. I mean, we don't need, what is sweeping the floor going to do in this dome? What is somebody that turned on the generator? It's all crap. It's rubbish. So let us list that as well for him. And I have some comments that I want to read out. Hello, Uwa. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon to you too.
Hello, Maiwa.
Yes.
Are you hearing me?
I am hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah. Good afternoon, my lovely sister.
Yeah.
Maiwa, thank you very much. God will bless you.
Thank you.
Maiwa, I have one example. I want to tell them what they will do.
Okay.
See, one example is that they should go and build one room, even though it's in the village. Because a lot of people are sleeping outside in Lagos.
Okay.
They are sleeping outside the bridge, under the bridge. You understand?
Yeah.
Stealing people that is coming and going in under the bridge. So they have to go and build one room outside Lagos, so that they will give people free room to stay. So that the people will not know that the food that they are going to eat the next day, that is what they will be fighting for. You understand?
Yeah.
That is for me, that is my own.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Mayowa.
Brilliant. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. So who has given us an idea, and I think it's not a bad idea. So who has said that they should build one room? I think for the current situation where they are, it means that it should build a shelter. There are lots of homeless people in Nigeria. So let's say it's a 100,000 capacity to sit, okay? But to make into, we can demarcate that space, and we can make it into a, hold on please, hold on caller, hold on. So let's say now the condition that it is, or the situation that we have, is 100,000 seaters. We can make that into a 25,000 living condition. So I think that would probably work. So maybe 25,000 can live in it, a temporary living accommodation until they leave. So you have a system where 25,000 people can stay there and live in that building, and then they will transition to get their own property and settle. So you can call it a resettlement shelter. So let's call it a resettlement shelter. Yeah, for the homeless people. So the homeless people that are in your community in that area, Eneche, call them all and put them there. You're a doctor, get other doctors to come and volunteer, treat them for any diseases or any problems that they might have, and help them to transition. So it's called, you can build a resettlement shelter. Okay? Simple. It's a simple thing for the current situation and the current space as it is. Build a resettlement shelter. Okay, caller, go ahead.
This is a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's a big disgrace.
It is.
Okay, Eneche is a medical doctor, right?
Yeah.
Who also is his wife. But when Eneche is sick, Eneche will travel abroad to get treatment. When Eneche is being admitted abroad, they will ask him, what do you do for a living? He will tell them, I'm a medical doctor, but
I'm a pastor.
I don't practice, but I practice as a pastor, and I have 100,000 church capacity. They will be looking at him as Mr. Stupid. A medical doctor, you don't practice. You build 100,000 capacity dome. and you are here for a medical treatment, he will just project himself as a stupid person.
Yep.
Excuse my language.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Excuse my language, I know, there's no building, no hospital building in Nigeria can make a profit of 100 million a month. Like the church, like Dome is going to be providing for him. So I guess that's why he did it.
Yes.
And he's just so stupid. He's not going to be able to tell them overseas in diaspora when he goes for his treatment that is what he did. It's a disgrace to humanity.
Yeah.
A disgrace. That's just my thought.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Guys, you lads are not playing at all today. So let me see some of the things that you've written about what can be done. Uwa gave us a great example of a suggestion of what could be done. And I think that's great. So a shelter for people, or you can also build one bedroom, but for what he has already built, so that we don't knock it down, so that nothing will happen to it. We can use it for good. So what can we do with the current available building that we have? So that one is a good one. So instead of 100 people sitting on their ass to listen to you dingbats, why don't you turn it into a 25,000 people resettlement shelter? Agreed. Okay, let's go. We have another caller. Hi, caller.
Hello, Myla.
Hello.
I quickly want to make a comment about the last caller.
Go ahead.
Said Nigeria hospital cannot really make much profit. I actually want to disagree with that.
Okay.
Because I could remember way back in those days, always our teaching hospital used to be one of the best hospitals in the world. Way back in those days, during the time of Awolowo and Co. Because I remember very well that I read that Prince of Saudi used to come to Nigeria for treatment. You know what I'm saying? And here in the United States, I could remember there was a certain time ago that I was sick. I was admitted in the Mayo Clinic, which was one of the best clinics. I spent 3 days, and I was charged $13,000 US. That was way back as 2011. So I believe if it can build a very good hospital instead of building that dome, I want to believe people will still make the money. Come from every part of the world. It is a really standard hospital, and they're going to pay the bill, whatever bill the child is, they're going to pay. At least they will recommend Nigeria for something good for the first time. Because take a good look at Nigeria. Which of those hospitals in Nigeria right now can you point out to be one of the standards that can match those ones that we have in the Western world? Because I believe if you have one of those, even if it's private, most of these hospitals we have in the United States are private. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, people like our president can even visit that hospital, even if the government is not doing it. Why can't you do it? If you have this money to build the dome, why can't you build it? Why can't you do that? Are we going to sit and wait around for the government to do everything for us? No. I believe if he has done that, we could have been recognized. If you want to be really recognized, instead of him being a pastor as camp people, he can be recognized in a very good way with that.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you. Right. Okay, I understand both callers. Let me just explain what the previous caller. So Victoria called and said that he is a scammer, and the reason he built the dome is because that is the fastest place to earn a lot of money very quickly. And I actually subscribe to that. I believe what Victoria says. I agree with her. And I don't want coming back and forth. Victoria, you don't need to. Victoria, you don't need to come back and forth. So on this, I'm just explaining because I understand both points of views. Okay, I understand both points of views very clearly. So that's the fastest place without you having to do anything. You just build the building and then you call people to come. The willing slave will come and give them money. So that's what Victoria is saying, and I agree with that. That's why he made it a church instead of making it a hospital. But also Victoria was saying that you couldn't make money that quick if it was in a hospital. You couldn't make money that quick immediately, but you could make money that quick with time. Okay, once you build this world-class hospital, you could make even more than that. And that's what Prince Abiodun is saying, this the caller after, that if you do the right thing. Hold on, caller. If you did the right thing and with the right processes, that place can become a world-class hospital with time, and you have world-class equipment. With all this money that you spent, you could build a place. And he gave example that when there was a time that he was treated in Nigeria, he had to pay thousands of dollars. And also there was a time that he read that there are Saudi governor or Saudi I don't know, Saudi president or whatever came to Nigeria for treatment. So it is possible, and I also agree with him. So you just have to look at it on the part where in the context each person is saying. So this is not a disagreement case. All right, thank you. Go ahead, caller. Who's calling?
Yeah, my afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You see that money, the trillion naira you use.
Yes.
If you look at it, most states in Nigeria, their budget is not up to that.
Whoa. Okay.
Let's tell you the total wastage. Even the politicians and the pastors they're doing competition among themselves, showing their inability. Even the man as a medical doctor shows that he has no brain. Because a medical doctor should think outside the box. You know? Yeah. But because they don't have, when they say they're here for God, they don't even have vision. That's fiscal vision. They don't even have a vision, fiscal one. For you to use trillion naira to build a church that is not producing anything.
Nothing.
Show the level of ignorance and wastage, total wastage. No state in Nigeria have 36 states, including Abuja. No state budget got up to a trillion. A trillion naira. None. That means what they are going to do with the money would have been equipping a whole state. A whole state with everything. With water, with electricity, with schools. School, primary school, secondary school, because all the total budget for a whole state for the year is not up to that.
Brilliant.
So what I'm saying is that you wasted a whole more state budget for a building that one day the building will just be life fallow there and nothing will be used to it. Hospital can come out of their money. Good roads can come out of their money. Schools, quality schools can come out of their money. Electricity, fiber water, pure water, good water for Nigerians can come out of that money. He just wasted it. And he's not showing any remorse about it. He's bragging. There's going to be more. That's the devil we call pastors. They are far from God. They are very far from God. So a lot can be done with the money. It cannot be overemphasized. A lot can be done with the money.
Brilliant,
and
sir.
It's crazy hearing it.
Brilliant. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. Thanks for the good work.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to play this video again, and then I want to also read some of your comments, please, guys. Let me read your comments.
Irrelevant, insignificant, infinitesimal, microscopic, statistical piece of materials that are...
Okay, those people that are saying all those, you are saying that people are irrelevant. First of all, you see, you've just contradicted yourself. When anybody is irrelevant, you don't even acknowledge them. You just acknowledge us. You're a didiri. You calling people irrelevant when you yourself, you have an issue. You don't even understand the meaning of what you're saying. I don't think I'm going to be able to read any comments today. I have another caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Who's calling? Hello.
Yeah, I want to say something about the doom of doom.
Yes, go ahead.
What we said to realize is that these people are very wicked. They are more than their wickedness is more higher than the devil himself. The money this man spent in building that thing have been used in so many ways.
Yeah.
But because of their wickedness, he will feel if he builds hospital or school, probably people will be asking him, why don't you why can't your members go there for free? Why can't we go there for free? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he prefer what he will build and four matches will come and drop him 1,500, this and that, for any amount they have, so that he will make more money. So there's so many things that money can be bought because of their wickedness, the evil in them. They cannot do it. They know what they will do, but because of the evil, that's my contribution, my sister.
Brilliant contribution. Thank you. Wow, Eneche, people even suss you out. You see, by your fruit, they know who you are. They said the reason you didn't build a hospital or a school is because people would say that your members should come there for free, and you know that won't earn you any money. You know, even though I think it would earn you any money, it depends on how you strategize it. Okay, how you put it. If you say they can come for free, and you can also say that the ones that have money, that are rich, they can also sponsor people. They will do it, and you will not be short of cash at all. You won't be short of money. But this is a possibility because we know how you all are. When we complain about Oyedepo's Covenant University, he was also angry because he said, oh, we can't do it for free, blah, blah, blah. Why can't you do it for free? You take people's money. You're taking people's money, real cash money. You can do it for free. You can even have a 50% scholarship. You can have a 50% of those people that will come, you will pay the entire fees. You can do that. It's a simple thing. It's a simple process to work on. Olusegun says that he deliberately built that dome of doom. I added dome of doom to make money. Yes, we have another caller. Gosh. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello,
hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Udo line.
Hello, Day.
Yeah. Thank you for the great work you are doing.
Thank you.
You see, all these things you are saying these people should do, the present situation in Nigeria is now is for their own advantage. Every negative thing now, they use it as for their own good.
Yeah, prayer
they
points.
Cannot do hospital. If they build hospital, how will people give testimonies that they receive miracle healing? Is that possible?
Yeah.
And you are telling them to go and build house for the homeless. They own the estate. Most of those people they are into business. Adeboye Estate in Otaku is one of the best in Abuja. They own the estate, so they cannot do such. It's not possible. And if they build good roads now, how can somebody die on the road now? They will tell you because he says something bad about man of God. Is everything you see that any negative thing now for their own advantage. And take a look at those people that grade that dedication. They are politicians.
Yeah.
All of them, they are politicians. Yeah. How can somebody in level 8 in civil service pay a tithe of 37 million naira and a man of God did not ask question? Where's the source of this funds?
Wow.
Money meant to fix our infrastructures. Those politicians ended up stealing it and now go and donate to man of God and pray for them.
Yeah, to exonerate themselves of guilt. Yeah.
So there's nothing. The present situation is for their own advantage, and they don't want things to change. They don't want things to change. So these people, they know what they are doing. They are criminals. They are evil, and they call themselves men of God, but they are God of pain. You saw the governor of the state. If you go to Benue, no industry, If you go there, see the way mangoes and all these things rotting in that state now. He could have invested something there for industry there. But they will not do. The government will not do that. But the government preferred going there to donate money to Eneche because campaign is around the corner, so that the governor they can speak in favor of him. They ignore some of the things that will make impact on the life of people.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you. I'm just listening quietly.
Yes. If the poor people donate, at a point they will not give. But the greater threat to all this is that the politicians, those in charge of our resources, do go there, collect money. You know what they earn. You know what civil servants earn. But at the end of the day, they donate billions. In Ikeja, accountant can embezzle a Sheraton hotel their money. When they caught him during the investigation, now he confessed that he gave that 7 million to Christ Embassy. And you now ask them to report the money, they tell you that they gave it to God. They gave it to God. This is how these people mess our country up. The present situation now, they brought us to where we are. Let's forget about politicians. Message they preach from pulpit. Nobody have conscience. Values are no more in Nigeria because of what they preach. Get it quick. Get it quick. Miracle healing and all that. They are the cause.
Yeah.
Thank you for the good work you're doing.
Thank you. Brilliant. Guys, now I'm going to read some comments, right? I'm going to play this video and then I'll read some comments. Tomorrow we'll do the analysis because we don't have enough time. And I have a meeting immediately after this program. So I'm going to read your comments and then have a little bit of discussion and after this video.
Insignificant, infinitesimal, microscopic, statistical piece of materials that are only relevant for census purposes. Who only hang on the internet to talk against people. They have not achieved anything, will never achieve anything for life, will be remembered for nothing. They say, why did...
I mean, will never, are you God? Eneche, are you God? Like we said, Hitler is remembered for something in life. You too, you'll be in the same category as Hitler. You know, Anini is remembered for something in life. You too will be remembered. Just because somebody remembers you doesn't mean they remember you for good. What would they remember you for? That's what is important. It's not that they remember you. You're dithering. I feel sorry for you as you're speaking. I feel so much, I'm sorry, Eneche. You need to go and have your brain fixed for yourself. Fix it yourself. Let me read the comments, guys. Sheyi wrote that I learned that the roof of the dome costs $10 million, which is equivalent to 3.6 billion. Okay, let us assume, for the sake of argument, that he employed 10,000 laborers for the roof. Didn't he realize that 10,000 people who are possibly on low income would have got 360,000 naira only each? Okay, so doesn't really make sense. The 360,000 would have translated many from poverty with professional guidance given to them, to those 10,000. This is just the roof. That 10,000 would have translated many from poverty. 360. So they would have got lower income, but you could have shared it to 10,000 people. You see, you could have shared that money to 10,000 people. Ridiculous. That's somebody that's got sound mind. How the Most High does not dwell in a house. However, the Most High does not dwell. That's Oluwasegun Daniel that wrote this. However, the Most High does not dwell in house made by hands, as the prophet says. Acts 7:48. Good one. Thank you very much, Daniel. Lady Tuli is sending everybody to share. Can you provide a contact to call? Somebody is asking. Not now. You have to call tomorrow. Guys, thank you very much. I'm going to have to come back tomorrow to finish this or to continue on this. We have a lot to do. Some of the things I want you guys to please note for our program tomorrow. The question that I ask, or the question that you have for Eneche, I think this would help Eneche at some point. The question you have, or for any other person that is planning to build this, I think it's time that we use this medium to send them a message. If they like, they can read it, watch it. Those who watch it, they will benefit from it. If they don't want to watch it, they don't have to watch it. They have free will. I always say people have the right. As you have the right to not watch me or watch me and say what you want, we also have the right to say what we think, what we believe is truth, and share it. You also have the right to watch or not watch. Let's just put it out there, and they might get the message. So Eneche's breakdown of the number of people and what work do they do? Are they relevant job, or are they just low yielding jobs that are useless in the community? Again, Eneche, I want you to note that Hitler is also remembered. Being remembered is nothing. Doesn't make sense. What you are remembered for is what is important. Being remembered for a dome that people sit down and listen to you is rubbish. Is nothing. It beggars belief that you can even think that that's something that you should be happy with yourself with. How many people are in Nigeria that are benefiting? Somebody called and asked, I think it's Temi Oluwa Tope that asked that question. We are in the poverty capital of Nigeria. How this could have helped in many ways. The amount that you spend on this is 3 billion. Confirm that and think about it. What could you do with 3 billion in Nigeria? $3 billion, 1 trillion naira in Nigeria. You want to ask, and how you could elevate poverty for a lot of people. If God would not be more proud of you than the building that he doesn't even live in. Number 5, we don't have a world-class hospital. You're a doctor yourself. How great would it be for you to innovate that, to start a world-class hospital with all your effort and all your time? You will be remembered for the rest of your life, and for good, not just you build this building and you're angry. I will remember you for being angry. I don't even remember you for the dome anymore. I'm remembering you for being an angry dingbat. And then what can Eneche build or develop? Please, guys, if you have that information, let's share it with each other. What he can build with 1 trillion naira, what it could do, and as it stands now, what can he change it to? If you really have God in his heart, what can he change it to elevate poverty or even to develop people in the community? Uwa gave a very good one, which is which I translated to be a resettlement shelter or a resettlement place where people can be, up to 25,000 people. If it fits 100,000 people to sit down, it can fit maybe 20 or 25,000 for them to live in a small space until they are resettled into a proper home. So we could do that. Hospital is also a good one. You could you could do something with electricity. Wura gave the Abiye project that could also be developed further. So many things. So please, guys, tomorrow let's do this again. But it's going to be more structured. So we have different information for him, and we'll do our analysis if we have to. We will tell him where it's going wrong. We say it as it is. We're not going to mice our words. So Eneche, this is just an introduction. Tomorrow we're going to come on. We're going to come on hard. We're going to come on hard tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you and all your comments. I'm going to read some of the comments as well so that I can see what some of the things that you are suggesting. I think it's going to be great, and we would be able to help, especially those who are coming after these people that think that they can even have this kind of desire or to build this kind of nonsense. We don't need it, okay? Thank you very much. I love you. I love you all. I appreciate you for your time. I don't take your time lightly. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you.